Oh, man. Inside joke. Big inside joke.
That's gonna go into bloopers too.
I think that's actually going in the main meat of the video. Howdy folks, Brian Cusco here at Triple B, and today we're going to be interviewing Joe Hull, who's the sales manager here at Reptiles. Joe's got a cool story, we're going to talk about it, and I hope you enjoy it. You're watching Triple B TV. Joe.
What's up? Oh, that's the mic.
Yeah, that's the mic.
That's way cooler than anything anyone else is doing.
Sweet. That's what I was going for. I mean, way cooler than anybody else I know.
I feel like I'm about to do mouth-to-mouth on your dinosaur.
Vin Russo did that.
Yeah? So I can You know, if Rob was here, he would so do it too.
I think Rob would be going for that end.
The butt end?
Yeah.
Probably.
So I want to just run over a couple things and you just stop me if I get it wrong, or let me finish it. Let me finish it, and then you correct me afterwards. So
gotcha.
I know that you've been keeping reptiles for a long time. I know you from back before you were out of the States for a while, and you left the States to go serve for our country, and you were in Korea for a bit, and then you came back and you linked up with Garrett, and who you were friends with already before you left, and are now the sales manager for Reach Out Reptiles.
Yeah, basically, you got the big picture right. Yeah.
Are there any details that I missed that you'd like to fill in?
No, not really. Like, it's
this interview's over.
I just been doing this. I don't know. I just I think I'm on my 7th year of keeping snakes now, so that's about right. And then I went Korea for 2.5 years, and now I'm back. So long story, big circle, come all the way around.
Yeah, I have no doubt that there are many thousands or hundreds at least of many good stories in that time somewhere. I mean, is there anyone in particular you'd like to share?
So the coolest thing I got to do while I was in Korea, so I'm part of like a drinking club with a running problem, right? It's an international club called Hash House Harriers, and so we're doing a run one night through Pyeongtaek. And my buddy's dog starts just barking like crazy, right? And he's like, Joe, come here. And I go over, and there's like a full-grown adult Mamushi pit viper in the road, and it's like heading down this wall towards town instead of down this way towards the fields. So I'm like, I can't let this thing go into town. Somebody's gonna kill it, or it's gonna get ran over by a car. So I just like go pick up a stick, and I'm like holding the most venomous viper in Korea in my hand. So it was really cool. That was like the coolest part of being in Korea.
All right, and how about since you've been back in the States? Like any moments that really stand out to you in the last year or two or whatever?
Let's see. So I got back in March, and within a couple weeks of being back, like Garrett's like, hey, I need you at Tinley. So I was here for March Tinley.
Wait, are we talking just this past March?
Yeah. So that was the first one I've been since I've been back, and then I'd say like the coolest thing since then is probably getting my Rottweiler Blue. Like that's my buddy, man. Like me and him, we go everywhere together. So except Tinley, obviously it's really busy here, but yeah. So he's hanging out with my friend Kristen, back in PA, but that's probably my number one thing. Like he's my buddy. Like since I've been out, got out and been back, that's been the coolest part.
So you were a hobbyist before you left for Korea, and now you're like a professional. You're a salesman at Reach Out Reptiles, which is a beautifully growing company. Standard-setting company in the industry today. How does it feel to be a professional now?
Professional is a really loose term. Like, I don't know about that. I get complaints every day, like how wrong I'm doing this. No, I'm just kidding. It's been a lot of fun. I enjoy working here at Reach Out Reptiles. It's a blast. I love doing shows. I love getting to talk to everybody. So I think we're constantly learning, constantly trying to innovate, especially in this company, to try and make the industry better as a whole. And that's, I think, what I like seeing more than anything, I guess, is because 7 years ago, I'm seeing the changes that are implementing, where we want to keep these in bigger enclosures and better environments, and learning more about their diets and just stuff. It's starting to make a change from that old school way of just minimalist keeping to enrichment. That to me is huge, because the more that you interact with these snakes and stuff like that, or any animal really, like the more, I don't think we give them enough credit for their intelligence. And so I think the more that we look at it, try and give them more, the better off we are, even if it's a little more work and cleaning and everything else. Like, what you get from your animals is just so much better.
All right, that's awesome, man. Do you have any animals here at the show today that you'd like to share with the audience and show them some stuff that they can see if they aren't able to make it to shows like this?
Yeah, look here, I'll pull one. This is the coolest one. We did the Super Phantoms this year, the world's first in Super Dwarf. They're 100% het anery, so everybody, loves an all-white snake, right? So I can grab that one. Yeah, you want to grab it? And so we'll show that one off. That one is cool. We got a lot of great stuff here. The orange glow is awesome. Now that that's coming in. We got mochinos here, so anything. I'm big into the snow projects personally, right, with my collection, and so stuff like that to me is just amazing. So, but this is so here's our Super Phantom, right, blue-eyed leucistic, and it's really, really cool. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but you can see it in person. It's almost got like this pink pattern that's just really subtle underneath, and as it ages, it's just gonna completely go up bone white. So now we just say when they're babies, they're kind of embarrassed when we pick them up and they start blushing, But it's cool because there is some pattern underneath there, and it's literally in pink. And you see it, this is something like 5 years ago, people would have been like, you photoshopped it. And now it's like, if you can get it, when you see it in person, you can see that this is a white and pink snake.
Is it fair to say that, because I know with leucistic animals in retex, the ivories and stuff, there were issues with digestive system, but with the Super Phantoms that doesn't seem to be a problem. Is that fair to say? So
far, we're not letting them. We hatched out 3. We're not selling any of them because of that. I think it's our responsibility. Obviously, they got a huge price tag with it being a world's first, right? And you don't want to give that to somebody and let them take that chance after paying you. So they're sticking with us. They're not for sale right now, and we're going to make sure that they can go probably almost a year before we'll let one go, just to make sure they have no digestive issues. But so far, everything, they shed great. They eat. If you look at this guy, he's a few months old. He's got great body composition, and we've had no issues out of them. They're just absolutely stunning. So I think we may have hit it for retics. And even on the mainland side, we haven't noticed, any of those digestive issues either. So we're pretty confident that these are going to be a great ticket for if you want that all white trophy snake. It's going to come as a Super Phantom.
Cool, man. You said they got something else back there they're going to hand to you?
Oh, yeah. So
I'll hold this guy for you because we'll get some B-roll of him afterwards.
Okay. So orange glow, this to me is awesome, right? This is one of those projects that I'm invested in as well, and I love it. The orange glows, endocaramel, anything albinism just looks amazing. And what I love about these guys is just how dark. Everybody loves Clark strain and knows it, and it's pretty common. I love it that, with the endo, you just get it. It's almost like black on there, right? Against this yellow, these silver sides and everything. And then to see it, we have one of these in snow as well. I couldn't bring her. She had been pushing a little bit and swelled her face up. Obviously don't want to bring that to a show, but to see this in a snow, it takes all of this out. You get all of this darkness, and then it's just ghosted out. And it's just crazy looking.
Is this Kalatoa or what's happening here?
This one, I want to say this one's dwarf. It's a mix of Jamp and Kalatoa for this girl.
Thanks. Well, so what we got here?
So this is the Sunfire Mochino, right? I have one of these. I have actually the first Sunfire Mochino Super Dwarf. She's an adult now, but there's now we're starting to actually be able to see it. And so you get the Mochino or the Endo, right? The orange glow right here versus the Mochino, and you can see that difference and this kind of a grayish sheen that's basically over this, right? Where this is real bright and this. So I think this is where the cool part of what you want to do with selective breeding for your projects. You shouldn't pair anything just because it can pair. Don't get me wrong, you'll get it, but this is where you really focus, right? So with this bright, this is what I want to put Sunfire Platinum on. Could you imagine platinum on top of this to make it even more brighter? But then with this grayish kind of sheen, right? You put that and you put the anery into it, and something like Motley, where you're pattern reducing and bringing it all in, and then just how much it's going to bring that shine. It's almost going to be translucent, through there with the right combinations. So That's one of them, you know, like stuff that I'm shooting for with the snow projects and stuff. I mean, I love the purple snows. I love the laugh snows. But like my big one I think I'm shooting for this year is I'm trying to make a world's first super motley Indo-caramel snow in dwarf. So that one's like a big hit for me if it goes. Like I'm super excited.
Cool, man. That's awesome, Joe. Listen, man, it's great to have you back in the States, and I'm stoked that you're working with Garrett and like everything's going well over there because you're a cool guy, and it's nice to have you in that position, and it's awesome.
I enjoy it, man. It's a lot of fun. It's great working with him. You know, everybody, come volunteer. You'll see how much fun it is.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, I know how your volunteering goes.
Well, you were.
It's
to be fair,
to be
fair, you were in Korea. You were in Korea when I was there that last time, and he had me slave driving.
He was a slave driver. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know how it goes. Now it's funny because he's like, you used to put in a lot more hours when you were my volunteer, and I was like, yeah, I was thirsting for knowledge. Now, you gotta pay me, bud.
Exactly.
Ain't no free rides anymore.
Fair enough, man. Hey, is there anything you wanna say to our folks before we get out of here?
Oh man, you put me on the spot.
I did.
Like, what do people normally say?
People have said of plethora of different things at this moment, and there's not really a wrong or right answer.
All right. Well, I'm just happy to see you, Brian. That made my whole weekend. You know, somebody asked me earlier. They were like, "What's the coolest part of my weekend?" It's seeing you.
Thank you for saying that.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to tune in tonight, we're going to be having a Zoom call with Joe, as you do with all of our guests. And there's a link down in the description if you'd like to join us for that. Ask Joe some questions yourself with your own voice. If not, then we'll be bummed to not see you there, but we will see you next week right back here on Triple B TV. Y'all take care. Thank you guys for watching, and appreciate you guys for tuning in. Wow, did I just stumble again? Okay, triple, right? Third time's the charm.
Something new and exciting.
Joe.
What's up?
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna still get used to this.
I have to look at the sheet to figure out exactly.
We'll take a small respite. So you can get that other snake in your hand.
Sunfire Machino.
Last night was 154.
Woo! Nice.
12,150 went to tall hits. 1,300 went to 40 USR. So regular USR got 141,453.
Wow. Is that a record? That's a record, right?
I don't know. That's amazing, though.
That sounds like a record. Awesome. It was sweet.
It's a pleasure, man.
Yeah, I
Thanks.
appreciate it. Let's get some B-roll of these animals. Let's
do it.
We'll go in reverse. Would you mind? A little fast on the liver. It's all right. Let's let it go. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate. Turning into days.